Hello and welcome back to the Cringe,
where we rewind and we regret. My name is Maddie.
And my name is Dylan.
And we are very excited to announce our special guests.
Our special guests, yay!
Hello.
We've brought on Chad, Maddie's girlfriend, and Chad's mom.
I'm Maddie's girlfriend.
Maddie's girlfriend.
Chad is Maddie's boyfriend, and Chad's mom, Kelly.
Hello. It's my
What that was. Thank you for joining us. We think we're going to get a really exciting perspective on middle school from someone who experienced middle school, like most of us, and someone who experiencing middle school and also had your own middle school. So
Correct.
We're very excited. And also middle school, high school, anything that's like cringy, just kind of experiencing the past together as one.
Evil laugh.
I don't like that laugh already. I feel like a lot of images just flashed into your head.
We've got a lot of good stuff today. We got some archived videos coming at us.
Potentially. If Chad lets us keep them in.
Yeah.
And we've got a lot of questions for you both. How are you feeling? How's it going?
How you feeling?
Pretty good.
Feeling calm, cool, collected?
Calm, cool, collected.
Great.
I'm very excited.
Well, we'll ease you into the process.
Yeah.
So typically, Maddie and I just start rambling on about anything,
Yeah.
kind of randomness of middle school. Right. Last episode, we tried to be a little more focused on sports, and we did crushes before that, but we always end up veering around. But we'll help you kind of get in the spirit of that time.
Oh yeah.
So Chad.
Okay.
It'll be very helpful.
Looking
It'll be very helpful
forward
to
to it.
us.
Okay.
I actually don't know too much
What?
about your middle school. I think we've probably talked about it every now and then. Summarize a little bit, like in a few sentences, like
Give
two.
us
my
a
middle
little
school?
about who
Of,
you
like,
were.
Yeah, who were you? What did you want to do? What did you enjoy doing, like extracurricular wise?
Okay.
And also, like, just like as a person, how do you view yourself as a middle schooler?
Okay. I went to a private all-boys middle school
Wow.
Nice.
That's an
in
experience.
Massachusetts.
No, just kidding. Don't say it.
I don't know if we can say the name of the school.
Don't say it.
Anyway, it was-
you can say the name.
It was.
What are they
It
gonna
was
do?
the Fenn School. Loved the Fenn School, but Steve Carell is an alum. He went there.
Oh,
Love that.
So I also went to Steve Carell's high school. Weirdly enough.
Yeah.
it's different.
So
He actually is Steve Carell.
I am
You're right.
trying to be that silver fox man when
Yeah.
I'm 50. So no, but yeah, it was a very specific experience. I hate myself in middle school. I was like, I had a huge, like, all this grown out hair. We had a dress code where we had to wear collared shirts. They had to be tucked in. You would get in trouble.
Did you have a belt?
I never.
You didn't wear a
I
belt.
never wore belts. So this was the worst part. I would wear like cargo shorts,
Baller.
polo shirts tucked in, no belt.
Now, was the shorts you could choose? It was like
But pants, too.
the thing that you were
They just
allowed
couldn't be
to
jeans.
embellish.
Like they couldn't be jeans,
Okay.
and you couldn't wear like graphic things.
Nothing.
But you had to wear a collared shirt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Was it a school like emblem collar shirt or just literally anything?
No, I just had to have a collar.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So I would wear that, and then I hated all sports. Like adamantly would not play sports. When I was required to play sports, I would get out of it whenever I could. I would make fun of the people who cared about them. Like I was that
Really?
kid. Yes, and I spent all of my time doing theater, singing. I did theater outside of school instead of sports.
You're like the opposite of like a bully. Like a
No,
like a
I
typical
was
bully.
bullied. I was bullied.
But I mean, like, if you
I-
made fun of the
Really?
people that did sports and you were like the theater kid, that's like the opposite of what
Oh,
a
yeah.
bully
Well,
would do.
then it was required. to do
Was it a
sport.
cool
Yeah, it
thing to be the theater guy?
No. In high school, that changed a little, but in middle school, it was not.
Okay.
In middle school, it was not cool.
Even at Steve Carell's alumni school.
Because
It wasn't cool.
Well, he wasn't very into theater then.
Steve Carell wasn't. He was an
He was an
athlete.
athlete.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I
And
forgot that.
Yeah.
Last question that I have about this theater experience. When you did play, did you play the girls? Because there was only it was all
I did.
men.
I did.
In which
You did? And you have a
But
wicked falsetto.
What you would
Oh, yeah.
get if you
That's not a
every
joke. He does.
Every boy wanted to play the girl because they got a Fen Men mug.
You got a mug, and it said Fen Men on it. It was like a little coffee mug.
they were
Just to
coveted.
remind you.
They were only a certain number
Yeah.
per year, and
I had
everybody wanted them.
12 of them
You did.
by the time I graduated.
Oh, interesting.
Because it was, and they believed
was like a
it
badge
was like
of honor.
Shakespeare. Like Shakespeare would,
Yeah.
okay.
women weren't allowed on stage, so they would have
Right.
men play women.
Well,
so
they'd
they were
have
like, well,
eunuchs
Shakespeare did
mostly
it.
play
I know.
women.
So it was like not really a relevant.
Okay, history
reason.
buff.
So there's I'll never
Yeah, all right, over there.
It was actually the
Vocab word.
Exactly.
Eunuch.
So the first play I ever saw
Eunuch
him in.
means when they don't have any balls.
when they get the
first
hot
play
knife.
you were ever-
You didn't skip the hot
Wait,
knife.
so Kelly
No, it
was
was
saying-
just really
I do
quickly.
still
There
have
was
my
Johnny Appleseed was the play, and you
Yeah.
were and you would come out. You came out with that wig with all these curls.
Yeah.
And Jeff. So it's Tyler. It's me, Tyler, Alexis,
His brother.
and then
My brother
Jeff,
and sister.
Brother,
Jeff is
Jeff
dad.
looks
Yeah.
over at me and literally had a little tear. And he goes, "He looks just like my mother." He did. He looked just like his grandmother.
I mean,
So it was
grandma.
really. It
Yeah.
was really.
Did
Spinning
did you have a favorite female role that you got to play? Or female leading role?
I honestly don't remember what the play really was, but I remember really liking. It was my second year, it was 5th grade,
Okay.
and it was I don't
Is
remember
that
what that
middle
play.
school? 5th
It's like
grade?
edge of middle school,
Edge,
elementary
okay.
school. I don't know. My school was grades 4 through 9.
Got it.
So it was. I remember. I don't remember what this play was. I don't remember what my character was. I just remember I thought the set was so cool. Like they built like this little house. It was probably like a cardboard wall, but and it was like this fun plot about like these like servants who like rebel against their master, and I was like one of the
Ooh.
lead female servants. So I loved it.
Interesting.
So I remember that.
Okay,
I remember
cool.
liking that.
You know, our middle school was so insane with this one play. They had a coveted play that they would do every year. Like, so one of the teachers wrote the play.
Got it.
And it was called the Civil
And
War
and
play.
he made them do it every year?
They did that every year. Well, she
Civil
made it do
War
it
play.
every year. Sexist. And
Yeah.
women can write plays too.
Wait, really?
And it was, I think it might have been a musical, but it was like they always wanted to do it, and it was obviously always like just like a big
The
thing that
Civil
everyone
It was a
War.
tradition.
The Civil War play. We're already getting into strange territory.
I'm excited. I want to know more, but
For a just a light topic for middle schoolers
Yeah,
to
for-
really tackle with heart. The Civil War.
Give it a little bit more
Civil
strength,
War.
Johnny.
like I got fastest ride.
And then what happened was, so she left our school. She went to be a music teacher somewhere else. They asked the new music teacher who came in to be like, hey, the students really want to do a Civil War play. And we're wondering if you could write one. Like, it's very, like, just bare bones.
This is so gonna go in the wrong direction.
It gets way
This is
worse than
gonna
you
be
can imagine.
so bad.
She comes in and writes this whole musical
the Civil
about the
War?
Civil War, which, great topic for a predominantly white middle school in Missouri to do.
Oh my God.
And I mean, obviously, like, she's like a liberal school teacher, so she's not
Right.
going to do anything like pro-Confederacy.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
you know.
it is Missouri, so you have to
I
be
was like, I
careful.
don't know.
Literally, you have to be careful.
Yeah.
So she writes this play, and we read it, and it's like so insanely offensive. It like blows my mind still.
Really?
She got fired from the school for
From
that.
the
For that
play?
show.
I think that led to it, but she was like a
Wow.
newer teacher, and she was like
Wow.
definitely
Dang.
in like persona non grata at the school after this, because like I'm not gonna name names because it's like there was a whipping scene
No.
for middle schoolers
my
to
God.
do. She asked someone in my class if they would do blackface.
No.
I'm not even joking. How insane is that?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what happens when you try and do.
Well, I hope she does
yeah.
not put that
yeah.
on her resume.
Yeah.
I luckily
Middle school
did
theater.
not do
Yeah.
the Civil War play. I mean, it didn't even get put up. They canceled
wow.
it.
Right. They just were
They
like.
canceled it as soon as one parent heard about it. I went home and told my mom, I was like, hey, you should read this.
Hey mom, is this okay?
And then it just began spreading. And
That is
everyone.
nuts.
And then
Wow.
it was like immediately put down. Like it was like
Of course.
not
I mean,
allowed. And then she was gone.
Wow.
I think the next year she was probably
Yeah.
fired.
See
But
your
crazy.
true colors shining through.
But yeah, anyway, not to derail.
That's
I don't even remember how you got me into that, but I was like,
Middle
oh, I
school
forgot
theater?
about that.
Yeah.
Kelly,
That's
what
pretty wild, though.
if you
Yeah.
could describe Chad in like 3 sentences when you experienced parenting him through middle school? What would the 3
So
sentences
just
be?
middle school.
Or just like his youth at that time.
ages
Middle school,
11
yeah.
through 15.
Yeah, yeah.
No, so honestly, no, this is true. So on a serious note, super sensitive,
Oh.
super aware of. Chad, you were.
No, thank you.
Super aware. Like I'll just give you. Okay, so I could tell you one example of that, but I won't. So super sensitive.
Aw.
That's
a good thing.
Super creative. Always like I wasn't big on television in the house, so he was always building or creating or making something out of whatever he had to work with, like Legos,
Legos, yeah.
but also like he'd pull closets apart and create costumes to create like some.
Oh, sorry. I thought you
that-
meant the wood of it. I thought you meant like
No,
he was
no,
destroying
no,
the
like
house.
go
He had
into
this
go.
saw.
No, like go into
He
all
was
of
a
our
menace.
closets. So create. So very sensitive, creative, and very afraid of getting in trouble.
Oh.
Very afraid of getting in trouble.
Me too.
So
Man.
that's
Yeah.
a great segue, actually. Can you describe a time where Chad really did get in
Yes.
trouble?
Yes. So when Chad,
You have that one on cue right there.
when Chad was in 5th grade,
Right away.
he had a teacher at Fenn, all boys school.
Right.
So Fenn is a school that starts in 4th grade and it goes through 8th, but you can do one alternative year to 9th grade and then
Okay.
continue as a 10th grader in
Got
high
it,
school.
got it.
But
Yeah.
50% to 50 to
It was like a
75%
lot,
of people
yeah.
leave
Yeah, most
and go,
leave.
and then it's a very small 9th grade group. But anyway, 4th grade he gets into Fenn. It's very hard to get in. Like it's a process. He gets in, and he makes it so the way they punish or the way they
Reprimand.
The way they
Yeah.
punish you.
are what they call recess recalls.
Okay.
And a recess recall, basically any teacher in the school, could be any grade, because they have certain teachers who teach certain grades, can say to any boy, go sign up. And you know what that means.
Oh.
It means
They just say go sign up.
go sign up.
Ooh.
So Chad made a
Scary.
commitment to himself in 4th grade that he will never get a recess recall in his career at Fenn. And this was very important to him. He took it very seriously. So he
Been
got
1 year.
So he had Miss Finney,
Hey.
who was 5th grade. You're not allowed to run in the hallway. So
That's very strict.
So he's running down the hallway, and he's.
There's a reason, but anyway.
Wait.
go on.
Were you racing?
I can't wait. No, we need to hear your
No,
justification
you just-
after.
you go.
Keep
After,
going.
after.
Tell the story. I won't
Because
talk.
I got to hear the parent
I won't
side
talk.
first.
Yeah.
He's running down the hallway, and Miss Finney is coming around the corner, and he slams into her, and she looks at him, and he just goes sign up.
Oh.
Well, he was completely shut down. So his 5th grade teacher, John Bird, at the time, called me, and he said, Kelly, you need to come down here to school. So I was, is everything okay? He said, yeah, I just really need you here. So I come down. He's in the conference room sobbing. Uncontrollable, like
Chad.
completely shut down. And literally, that was the start of something very, very bad I had to basically, it just turned into this whole thing. So he was 11. So that was the year of your golden birthday, 11 on the 11th.
Oh, yeah, that was a mess.
So he was in full
A lot
blown
of existentialism.
lot of
Oh my gosh, at 11.
and my Mother's Day was always right before your on your birthday or before it or the day
It's always
after,
right
like,
around,
right
yeah.
around it. He was born around Mother's Day, so we went out to Mother's Day. This is all this same time
Same,
period.
like,
So this is like
Month?
he got signed up for recess.
He got signed up for recess recall,
and then it was birthday.
and his birthday was coming up, but Tyler was crying and really being bad on Mother's Day, right before your birthday.
Oh, okay.
And when I put you to bed that night, you just cried and you said, it's so unfair. It's your day, and it was ruined. And he was just devastated
very
with it.
sweet
so
boy.
Very
sensitive.
sensitive. So
Sweet
sensitive.
boy.
Fucking Tyler. Yeah.
So anyway, but this recess recall,
Oh.
like basically, he was in trouble. He thought he was in trouble, and I think to this day it plays a role in
Oh, yeah.
how his work ethic. He cannot handle ever being in trouble or anybody
Being upset.
feeling like he's not doing the right job. Like it still affects him.
So what is a recess recall?
You just can't go out for recess. You sit in a classroom.
And you
Well,
just,
you
you just
sign
have,
up.
no, you just, there was a
It's
place
like
in the
detention,
office
maybe.
that you just put your name down, and at the next recess, you had to go, and you just sit in a room.
Oh, and so they look for your
They
name.
look
but
for
like,
your name
you
on the
need to be
list.
in
you
need to be
miss
in the
like the
conference room.
15-minute recess period, and you just have to write down on a piece of paper who gave it to you and what you did.
Okay.
And that's it.
So to summarize, Chad was in the hallway. He's running and he absolutely bodies his teacher.
Oh.
Probably
Do I get a rebuttal?
dislocates her hip. And
Wish.
You still want to rebuttal, like
I want to hear why you were
running?
you were absolutely linebackering down the hallway so much that you hurt your teacher.
Okay, first of all,
With your big hair and your collared shirt.
Yeah, first piece of evidence I would like to contradict here is that, or counter, not contradict, is that I did not hit her. Somehow that
Scandal.
always comes up in the story. I did not collide with her.
Ouch.
No, I rounded the corner and she was there and I stopped short and she goes, "You almost knocked
Almost
me over."
did.
Yeah, scream. You
Did
could've-
she tell you
could have
that
hurt
she-
me.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I never
always
hit her.
thought
I was
that-
getting ready to make calls.
I
Nah,
always
man,
thought you bum.
Oh,
They bumped into each
but
other.
that's a different story about dad.
No,
years
I'm gonna
later.
tell
Okay,
that.
okay. But anyway, so, and the only reason I was running was because, well, actually, this is stupid. Basically, my friend, we realized we were going to be late for class. So this is the thing that's so funny.
And you were being didn't want to be
late for class, get a recess recall, or risk running. And my friend was like, I'll race you to class. We were in the same class. So I go, all right.
Absolutely baller.
And he goes straight, and I wanted to take a sharp left because I knew a shortcut. And there she was.
And there she was.
So funny story.
There she was.
Just
Little
quickly,
interlude over here. Let's hear it.
How many years later?
Many.
10.
Yeah, probably.
Jeff, Chad's dad, is a neurosurgeon who is getting prepped for surgery.
That is
Miss Finney.
Yeah.
And Jeff's operating on her. Chad's dad.
Oh
So right as he's about to put her under, he goes, hey, about that recess recall. And she goes, oh my God, is he still not over that?
Then he said, good night. Good
Yeah.
night, sweet Miss Finney. He's like, oh, Miss Finney.
Sleep well.
Take the legs.
Isn't that hysterical though?
Yeah. I'm going to make you, every time you close your eyes, you'll believe my son is about to run into you.
Wait, what'd you say? Give her the hot knife.
Give her the hot knife.
Give her the hot blade.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know,
That's amazing.
Chad, it really sums you up a little bit.
Does it?
Yeah, you're really fast.
You're
Thank
really
you.
fast.
Too fast.
And you always know the shortcut.
Not fast enough.
You do. You're always looking for the shortcut wherever we go.
It's the moral.
That's so interesting. That was the only real trouble you think Chad kind of got into? I was also not a big troublemaker, which might
Really?
surprise you based on the last story I told. But
things took a
I
turn
got
in high
detention
school.
all the time.
You
I think
did?
I was in detention more than I wasn't in detention.
I could see that.
And
Maddie.
like,
Me too.
oh my God, every time like they were like no chewing gum, I'd walk into class. Like every time they'd be like no leggings or I don't even know anymore, and
your
come
whole
to
body
school
was covered.
and
Yeah,
I'd-
you
no,
were a
and then
legging.
I'd realize I was in leggings and be like fuck, and like get detention again.
detention for
Goofing
leggings
off in
is so
math
dumb.
class,
Oh.
just like in the back, not
Oh
paying
my God.
attention. They actually had to put me. You guys are gonna laugh about this. You're gonna really think this is funny. So I couldn't pay attention so badly in math class and they were like, okay, we need to do something. So during my lunches and not like recess recall, I had to sit with the teacher to go over everything that we did in class, just her and I. And like now I look back on it, that teacher took her lunch
Yeah.
break to sit with me, but like I was furious that I hated it even more.
Yeah.
And did I tell you the story where I dug my math textbook in my backyard and hid it?
No,
I've heard
I
this,
don't
yeah.
know this story.
Okay, should I tell it?
Yeah, of course.
So I
you have to.
had to take summer school because I was like really not understanding math. And so, oh wait, let me just finish the first part. I couldn't pay attention so badly that they put me on an exercise ball in the back of class, so all the other kids are sitting still, and I'm like this.
Just the back up, taking really good notes.
Yeah, just like bouncing. Me and this one other kid were like rolling all over the place, like, to the point where I wasn't paying attention even more because I was on a ball. It was so stupid. And everyone's like, "Who's the girl on the ball?"
In a
Who's
video,
that?
they always made like these strange little accommodations
Oh
for
my
kids.
God, it was
that,
so weird.
You know, like that. I was like, I don't think that's helping. I think
No.
that's hurting. Like,
Yeah.
someone would come to class and they had like a really squishy toy, and they're like, "Oh no, this is like because I can't pay attention." And they'd be like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
"I was like, you're ruining my
Yeah.
experience."
Now we're all failed.
That was
Yeah.
so mean. This one biology teacher, he's actually not alive now, but he a lot of people really liked the biology teacher. No, a lot of people really liked him. For
good.
You
me,
can't start stories.
when I would take tests, he was like always so mad at me because I still couldn't pay attention. This is like 2 years later after I was like on the ball for 2 years. And when I took tests, he put me in a football helmet
Come on.
with sound proof headphones and a big like shade like this.
You're like,
What?
What kind of school was this?
Just so I could.
You're like a
So I'm like
horse.
this. Oh no! Everyone's taking their tests, and I'm like.
she's like, can I go to the bathroom?
You're literally like one of those horses on the carriages.
So
they have to put
bad.
blinders on.
It was literally like a blinder, like a big thing, and then headphones and a football helmet. And he would make me sit there for like it was so embarrassing that
Was there ever like a fire drill and you just were
No,
unaware?
I didn't
that
wear
you
it
were
all the time. It was just for exams. It was just, I mean, and no
Awful.
one else had to wear that stupid
No.
hat.
Do you think he made it? Do you think he made it for you because you didn't pay attention so bad? He's like, I have to resort to the thing I swore I'd never
Probably.
do.
Because like sometimes I would just get like 11% on my test just because I would color the back and answer the two
Maddie,
hard questions.
no!
And then the rest of the class would be like, nah, I'm good. And I would just not even do it.
I cannot believe you.
And then I'd be like, I got 82%. And I'd be like, I got 11.
I got 11.
I got 11 and I wore the football helmet
And I
liners.
went to the diploma, and I colored in the questions on the back.
Yeah.
And, but,
I
like,
wore the
back
focus
of my-
cone and I only got a 12%.
Focus
back
cone.
of my-
Focus
back of
cone.
my like test would be colored and designs and like poems and like all this stuff. And like I did not answer one single question. So
Maddie, you failed your test,
We are
but
the same
but
person.
you have the artist gene.
It was-
You are
Yeah.
truly an artist.
it was so bad.
It's
And then
true.
I'll tell the math textbook story
Oh, this
really
is
quickly.
funny,
Just
yeah.
really, really fast. Sorry, I just went like 3
Keep
in a row.
going.
But man, I could talk about this for a long time. Okay, so the math textbook. Kelly doesn't know this about me yet. But basically, I had to take summer school, and because I was just not getting the math. My mom buys this textbook. It's like $60 or more. You know how much textbooks
Yeah,
cost.
a lot.
And I have to go to the classes and do the homework, and my mom doesn't want to make me do this stuff either. Like, she's not having a good time. And so I'm hating every second of it that I have to spend my summer doing stupid math. I wake up, I set an alarm for the middle of the night, and I grab a shovel, and I go out to my backyard, because my brother and I would, like, dig jumps sometimes for his bike, and I go out to the backyard, and I hike up this little hill, and I start digging a hole, and I put my math textbook in it, and it's like 2 a.m. Like, I'm in the
She's
middle
like,
of
You're
the night.
literally like covering up like a
Like a-
murder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a murder. And I,
Cop
like,
comes
just
in.
put
Who's out there?
dirt over it, and I pack it really tight, and I kick it, and I, like, fall asleep soundly, right? And the next day, my mom's like, all right, Maddie, go grab your book. And I was like, I was like, I just can't find it.
Before you even look.
No,
It's not there.
I'm like, do you know where it is? She's like, no. And she's like, it's in the same place that you did before. And I was like, are you sure? I was like, go check.
You can
It's
look.
not there. And then she was like, okay, well, what are we going to do? And I was like, I don't know. What are we going to do?
I guess I can't go to summer school.
I guess I can't
Beach?
I guess I can't go there anymore. The next day, little did I know you could buy another textbook. I didn't know that. I thought we could only get one from the school. So I thought I was like, steer.
You think it was a limited edition?
Yeah. And the next day, like on my doorstep is another book, and I was like,
Oh no.
I have to. I know what I must do.
my mom was like, you lost, and then I didn't tell her that story until like 2 years ago.
Oh yeah. I'm
Like
sure.
I've kept it my whole
You told her?
life. Yeah.
What did she think?
She was just like, fuck you, I had to buy a whole nother
Like,
book.
oh, $60.
Do you think it's still?
Yeah.
Is it still? Do you think it's still there?
100%.
You gotta go
Really?
dig it up.
We should try to dig it up.
In someone's backyard, just hike in.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like, hey, we buried a math textbook
Yeah.
here.
We're not here for the reason you
I'd
think
be like,
we
oh,
are.
that's my dog. Oh shit, let's bury that one back.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It's my dog. The death episode.
All right.
Oh, that's my biology.
So that's all mine. But
That's amazing.
oh my
God,
God,
that's
Kelly,
so
anytime you
funny.
got in trouble?
Yeah, what about your trouble? You're troublesome.
No, we have to.
No, you don't want to? Illegal?
Come on, in middle school.
One of
Nothing
the
was
middle,
illegal.
middle or like ninth
No.
grade.
Well.
Keep it under your 20s.
Okay. So something we.
Just think about statute of limitations on like grand larceny.
No, nothing like.
It's like 17 years, I think.
That is true.
She goes, nothing.
Oh God, that is
There
true.
are a couple things.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to talk about them all. So one thing we did is Lent. I was raised Catholic.
Okay.
I'm not Catholic now, but I was raised. So Ash Wednesday would come, and it was a good excuse to go out. So I would meet with all my friends, and we'd go up. We'd get our packs of cigarettes,
Oh.
and we'd smoke and take all those ashes from the cigarettes and put them on our. Because our parents thought we went to church to get ashes.
But really, just
So
smell
I
like
just
a
we
bunch
went
of
and
cigs.
smoked a pack of cigarettes and just took the extra ashes.
Oh,
Just brush it down.
that's awesome.
Amen.
Hell yeah.
You were
Do
basically like a greaser.
Wait, so you're
You were at the
telling me
Burger
you're
Palace. Yeah. Wait, that's so
I
fucking
almost just said Danny
cool.
DeVito, but it's
Danny DeVito?
Danny,
You were Danny DeVito.
Danny, what's his last name?
Zuko.
Danny Zuko.
God,
Danny DeVito.
I did musical theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then one other time,
Right,
I belonged to
callback.
CCD, which is the Catholic, the whatever it is, the community
Center.
So it's like it's like
Okay.
the church, the school, the Sunday school kind of thing. But it was part of it's just CCD. I don't know what it stands for, Catholic something.
Love it.
So we went away for this leadership weekend it was called, and there were a bunch of girls. So on our way there, we bought these feather roach clips for weed. So we all had them hanging in our hair with the feather, right? So we just this very select few girls, like 5 or 6 of us. I think my sister was one of them. But anyway, maybe not. Maybe she wasn't part of that. But anyway, so we have some weed with us. I never liked weed.
So wait, hold on. You got to explain to me the mechanism, because first when you said roach clip, I thought it looked like a cockroach.
And I'm
But
thinking
now-
roach.
Do you know what a roach is?
I know what a roach
when you
is.
smoke
Now
weed
I understand.
all the way down, and there's just
Well,
a
what
tiny
does
little
that
And
piece
then
of
how do you
mean?
soak
A
it in your
roach?
hair?
Yeah. That's what I want to know.
Okay.
It's like, what are you actually doing?
So the fad was what you would do is the way, like, you know how people carry. It was a roach clip. So the purpose was to smoke pot, and
Right.
and then when you get down to the roach of the very tiny, you clip it onto the thing, and you can use it to smoke to get the end of it
end.
without burning your fingers.
The literal clips.
The
You weren't
clips.
putting roaches in.
No. So
Like burnt roaches.
no, it's
No.
roach
Oh.
clips.
the
were
clips.
things
I know
that
what those
hook-
are.
Right.
I do know what those
So,
are.
but they
I know.
had designer roach clips.
Did you keep a joint in your hair?
No. So
Got it,
this,
got it.
it's just the way
You also thought that.
I thought it was like an end of a joint.
Like
that
you
you
maybe have
Me
to-
too. I thought it was like, is there some weird style where
It's
you
like
just
the
take
metal
parts of
clips,
the
but it's
Okay.
but it's
Got it,
they're
got it,
really
got it.
they
Like
can
mini
be really fancy. The
curlers?
way they make like
Yeah.
keychains or rabbit foot. Have you
Yes,
ever seen
yes,
the
yes.
rabbit
Yeah.
feet kind of things that people carry around for good luck?
Right.
Well, this was like you would have the roach clip, and off the end of it was this long thing like feather,
feather.
Oh.
but really pretty. Like
Oh my god, you were
purple.
literally from the movie
And
Grease.
I would wear it in
the
my
pink
hair,
lady.
the clip.
Got it.
But then you take it out and use it for anyway. So we had these roach clips. We had some weed with us. I didn't smoke it, but a bunch of the girls sneaked off one night and smoked it, and it got worse. So we all got suspended.
in trouble?
When we
You
got
got
back,
suspended too
there-
because they're like, find the girl with the feather in her hair.
we
If they have
all
a feather,
them.
arrest them.
And at night we had them in our hair, and then at night we'd hang them from our bunk beds. We all had them hanging, so everyone knew who we were.
Right.
Yeah.
So there was
Yeah,
a
you're the
big
roach
meeting.
man.
This isn't just a feather. This is also a roach.
We got thrown out of CCD.
Thrown out?
of CCD.
What?
What did your
Yeah.
parents say?
We were in trouble.
Really?
Yeah, but I swore I didn't
get
do it, and
grounded?
my mom believed me, even though I had a roach
Nah,
clip.
yeah, she wouldn't.
She's like, I definitely didn't do it.
I don't know what
I
this
go,
is.
Mom, they're so pretty.
I just wanted to look pretty with my friends.
It's just a look. It's just a fad.
And she didn't find out about the ashes, so there was no real evidence that I was bad.
Yeah.
And then one other thing I'll
I
tell you
think-
that I did. So I was a little bit of a class clown, always making just out for a good laugh. So I was bad in math too, terrible.
bad.
So I was in a public high school, and there were all like these rows of that's the way the seats were aligned. So I was in the far back, and I forgot my book. I didn't do my homework. No, I forgot my book that day. So basically, I had something. I had something
Like
up.
a binder, probably.
It was something that was
Yeah.
open, and I
Yeah.
was pretending that I was reading along with the
Got it.
class. And she called on me, and everyone behind me could see that I didn't have it. So there was a blank thing in front of me,
Yeah.
Oh my
and I'm
God.
going like
Oh
this.
my God, Really?
I go, I don't really understand this one. And I go, it's not making any sense to, and I'm just like this, and everyone is hysterical behind me. So she starts pacing down the aisles,
No.
and I know, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna get in trouble. I was a wreck, and I don't remember how I got out of it.
Did
But
someone
got out
slip
of
you
it?
a book or something?
no, I think I got in trouble. I think I got detention.
Oh, so you didn't get out of
No,
it.
you
at
didn't
all.
get out of it.
You
I don't know how I got out of
You
it.
got exactly the definition of caught.
Yeah, you didn't.
Is you got caught and you went to detention.
But I was
I love
so
that.
bad. I was so, like such a class clown.
I like
always.
that you were like, I just.
I was
So
totally
there's
going
something
along with it, like
here.
pretending. Yeah.
Did anyone else struggle? This one? Yeah.
Just like hoping to be like, so, Johnny in the front, what do you think?
I phone a friend.
Yeah.
Your default name is always
Johnny.
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 So, Johnny, speak the fuck up right now, Johnny. What do you
Where's
think?
Johnny?
So it was hard to really be mad at Chad for much of anything because anything he did, I trumped. Absolutely.
Aw.
Except for when you cut down the tree.
So what did Chad spend most of his time doing as a kid?
So he was an avid reader and had a lot of creative ideas. So he has been writing from the time he was, as long as I can remember. So he would literally spend most of the year writing scripts, preparing for my nieces, Samantha and Sydney, to come visit on holidays, whether it was it was never Thanksgiving, but summer vacations and Christmas, because they would spend the entire time that they were there. He would Chad was he was controlling. He had it all figured. He wrote the whole script. Everybody had their roles, and they all had a script, and they would spend the whole time there, literally up until the night before they were going back home again. The cousins. They would put the show on.
Amazing.
So video.
Oh, show. It was a
full
like
a play.
Production.
Oh yeah, they were
full show. So
Broadway.
I can show you a clip from the
love to see a
Narnia
clip.
one, but you did.
Which what? What clip is this?
Oh, there were so many shows you guys did. I can't even tell you.
And would they perform just for the parents?
Just for the parents. Well, it depends on who was there, but mostly for the parents.
It was mostly parents.
And he was very serious about it. He was very, very, he was a director, a producer, a set designer.
Costume director.
It was very intense. And everybody was doing it whether they wanted to or not.
There's no choice.
Someone always quit. At least one person.
Because
there was so much drama.
You were.
We had to get it done.
You were like, up everyone, 7 a.m.
You're still defensive about it.
We would only see our cousins for 4 or 5 days.
And you made them spend the whole time doing
doing a play.
He would mail the scripts down before they got there, so they would know their lines.
That's so funny.
Let's
What else would we have done?
Let's watch.
Let's get to it.
Okay.
I can't wait.
So the one.
So was this a spin-off of Narnia?
We wrote a Narnia.
Oh, this is a
play,
good.
I think.
This was just a.
It was just The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. But there were only 5 of us. We would play.
Wait, what do you mean it was a Lion Witch? Like
it was an adaptation. It was a play.
of the book?
Because you don't want them to see Snelvin.
No.
What is that?
Don't ask
why
what
did you even
Snelvin
mention?
is.
We don't talk about
Because he's right.
Snelvin.
Snelvin's right.
No,
Don't.
It's a character Chad wrote.
Well, what's crazy
And
is, do you know
he's-
Fred?
Oh,
Yeah.
this is
It's
actually
a
not
lot
weird.
like
So
Fred.
Chad, it's exactly like Fred.
It's
Not
really
not
weird.
a little bit
It's
like
pre-Fred,
It
Fred?
it is
Yeah.
Fred, and it was before Fred came out.
I swear on my life, I'd never seen Fred before.
Wow.
And we had this running cast of characters that we would put on. It was like Snelvin was the guy. He
I'm
was
just
in
going
love
to
with
show
this
them a
girl
little clip of
Carla.
it.
Well, we need to watch.
was
We need to. Yeah, let's watch.
Just a little blip of it.
Is that Snelled?
This isn't it. Chad, could you get the Snelvin movie?
No,
The
I
song,
don't know where that
this theme song, Chad.
I don't know where it is. How would I ever know where that is?
It's in there, and it's
Who's Ojo? My brother, of course. Oh, right, of course. So, when's he coming? Right now. I told him to meet me here. Oh, right. Oh my god, that must be him! Oh, just would you stop it? Hello, I believe you are Joey's Rosie.
Do you hear his name? His voice?
Oh, right, sorry. Come in.
I can't watch this.
that's Alexis.
Joey's brother is coming. Yeah, aren't you just anxious to
Is that
meet
you,
him?
Chad?
That's Chad in the red shorts.
Yes, that's me. You couldn't tell?
Thanks a lot. I always love your compliments, Ishka
Ishka Bibble is her name.
So he should be here in a minute, right, Joey? Sorry. Oh, shut up. He'll be happy once he gets here. Oh,
Johnny's gonna go crazy.
The dog.
It's just
hello, you might Carla!
Samantha.
Oh, he was in love with this girl Carla, who was played by my cousin Sam. Oh, I went to the world of wristband.
Yeah.
Charming
Yeah.
damsel.
Charming damsel.
No. I know, because they think they're all.
Your commentary. Quit talking over the play.
That's my sister.
Oh.
Oh,
Look
all
at
the
Chad.
dogs
Look at his high-waisted basketball shorts.
well,
Okay, that's enough.
That was
No, guys, you gotta understand, that's not a good one. I have such better
that was
ones.
a piece of art. If anyone did not see it,
Okay, here. Wait.
I just hope
Oh,
Snellman never
Snellman.
dies. I just
He's
hope
already
Snellman
dead.
Alright, here you
can
go.
live
Here's
forever.
Narnia.
Okay, this is
I
not.
miss Mom.
This is a big.
I know you
picture.
do, Lucy.
We all do.
Why did we have to be sent away to the country? We could have
Oh,
stayed
we
at
tried to
home.
do.
I doubt we would have been much help. I know how you feel, Lou,
So
but being sent
dark.
here was the safest option.
Option.
Why? We could have stayed home. It doesn't make sense.
Because, Lou, there's a war going on. The professor was nice enough to let us stay in his mansion.
She's right, Lucy. But I miss home.
You brought this whole
I know, but we could have just as much fun here as at home. I mean, this place is huge. We could do whatever we want here. No, we can't. You heard Miss McCready. We can't do anything.
Mrs. McCready is simply the professor's housekeeper.
That's Samantha.
But there's so much we could do in this mansion. In this room, in fact.
Yeah, I mean, it's raining out now, but tomorrow we could go outside and play. Kind of fun. We could play hide and seek. No, that's a kid's
All right,
game.
I think we've seen enough.
Oscar-winning performances.
One more,
Honestly,
please.
the fact that you wrote all that
You have
down,
one
you just
more,
did
you got
really
it.
impressive.
This is a whole different world.
And then, after I bite my tongue, I use my hands to squish someone. Now watch this.
What the hell?
You guys
So here's an example. So I'm like walking along, I'm like walking along. Oh, hey Sam. Hey Chad. And then she starts squishing me.
This has to get cut.
And that is how we have our fits. Let's show you how squishy our Nana is.
What is going on?
Put your arm, blast her arm.
They're in a nursing home.
There
It's not quite right.
Nana. Beautiful. She's so beautiful. Now, where are her squishy?
Alright, you're all set.
What the fuck is this? I cannot watch this anymore.
What are you guys making out?
I thought you were
I
going to
haven't
grab her boob.
I've never seen that one.
Now let the other
You can't
person
play.
out,
You can't
man.
play.
Yeah,
with
let's
this.
see how squishy
There's
Nana
like
is.
all these beeping hospital machines.
There's someone in the bed.
Grandfather's dying in the background. We're like,
Your Nana's crying. Quink, 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 quink.
Tyler's still on bed.
Bravo
Yeah.
for keeping all those videos of Chad.
Oh my god,
I don't know why you
that
still
is
have
so
those.
good.
Those are really
That
good.
I
third
told
one's
you they were
definitely
bad,
going
Dylan. It's a word.
Those were
joke.
legendary.
in. My favorite part
I'll
is the setting of the third one.
the nursing
The
home.
nursing home
You're in a nursing home.
contrast the
I
energy
think
of that video.
Sam, my cousin, the other one in the video, I think we had this idea, like, let's make our own iCarly.
Oh,
They
okay.
did.
That's what I think it was.
Because also,
So it was
he
like
had
a web show.
huge crush on Miranda Cosgrove.
I did.
Oh, you did?
That's why I started doing theater.
What?
I'm dead serious.
Was
Yeah.
because of Miranda.
Because of Miranda
Well,
Cosgrove.
that had to be around.
Fourth
Oh, I
grade.
forgot you're younger than me.
Yeah, fourth grade.
Because I was gonna say that would have been around Drake and Josh times, but it was probably around iCarly.
I also liked
times.
during Drake and
Yeah.
Josh, but it was mostly iCarly.
But she was like a child.
Yeah.
I knew her in Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even kidding. Like, I literally, because this was when I went to Fenn, so fourth grade. It was around that time, and I had a huge crush on her, and I actually kind of was a troublemaker before Fenn.
A little
That's
bit.
why you guys so my parents sent me to this private school, and I was like, okay, fresh start, and I decided, genuinely was like, I'm gonna start acting in the school plays,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna become an actor, and I'm
Wow.
gonna meet Miranda Cosgrove, and like, she's gonna be my
You
wife.
weren't worried at all about the age.
And like that
difference.
was your trajectory.
Nah.
That was just.
I didn't really think. Yeah, dead serious. So I
That's
started doing the
why.
plays, and like the
Wow.
rest
I
is
hope
history.
one day you meet her, and I hope you tell her that. Miranda.
Miranda, if you watch this,
Miranda.
Tell her right now.
we should meet in front of my girlfriend.
With
I
my
think we
girlfriend's
should meet.
approval.
Maybe we should meet.
Miranda, have at it.
Have at it.
Miranda, I hope you see Snellman.
Miranda, how squishy are your arms?
Miranda, we've got one question.
If we cut that video, I am cutting myself saying that because then it just sounds like I'm asking Miranda
That should just be a
how
clip.
squishy her
Miranda,
arms
how
are.
squishy are your arms?
Miranda, any chance you're
Wink,
near a
wink.
nursing home anytime soon? Awful.
Okay, just to close things off.
Yeah.
If you could say one thing to 12-year-old Chad right now, what would you say to him? It can be very wholesome, very
So
sweet.
something to 12-year-old
To
Chad?
12-year-old
If
Chad.
12-year-old Chad had another chair right here,
Yes.
and he was listening to you, what would you tell him?
I would say, so all that worrying you did about things being perfect and trying to have it all, like, just figured out, you actually ended up doing just fine. Like it all worked out, and you just worried so much about it.
Very nice.
No.
I love it.
And if
Chad,
you
how do you feel about that? If you could talk to 12-year-old Kelly.
yeah, what would you,
I'd
what would you
say,
tell 12-year-old
don't
Kelly?
make me.
I actually want to. I want to take back what I said.
Okay.
What I would like to say to 12-year-old Chad is, I want you to trust me when I tell you that all the positive things all the sensitivity, the creativity, and all will eventually turn into this mature version of. Don't ever lose that, because who you're going to become 10 years from now is just going to be just so successful and be so driven and so passionate, and stay on that track, because you're going to make it in something, because you're staying true to all those characteristics that I love.
And now we have that on video, which is quite sweet. Stop squishing my arm.
No, so please.
Again, I can't use that.
Drop the squishy, because I know he's mad.
I'm fine.
We'll think about Squishy.
You have to understand, Squishy, you were so silly when you were a kid.
I was.
He was
We
so.
all were.
I love
No, but
it.
he loved words that he found hysterical, and squishy was a word that he just thought was hysterical. That
It's still great.
You know that little squish clown where the eyes pop out?
Yeah.
He loved that. Like, you and Tyler,
I know.
you were silly. It was just silliness.
Don't lose the silly.
Don't lose the silly.
Oh, let's all answer. Kelly, if you could talk to, or wait, you
Chad.
said for Chad.
Yeah, and then I'll say something to 12-year-old you, and
Okay.
you say something to 12-year-old me.
Okay, cool.
Oh, man.
Yeah, if
I have to say something to 12-year-old Kelly?
12-year-old Kelly, yeah.
Okay. Ooh, that's tough. I would probably say that you will be. I guess I would say that despite like all of the things that maybe you're like don't think you have figured out or really don't know what you're doing, like you don't feel like you maybe have a plan or anything, that's okay, because you'll eventually have great kids and you'll be a great mom and you'll raise a great family and have a great job, build your own career. Like you will build a life and you'll fill it with a lot of things that you maybe felt like you never had, but you do a really good job with it. So just hang in there, keep being you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I love that.
Don't
Well,
squish me.
Dylan, what do you have to
You know,
say?
I know what I'm going to say to 12-year-old you.
Okay, what?
The book is buried in the backyard. The book is buried in the backyard.
No one knows! You know what else did a 12-year-old Dylan?
12-year-old Bill.
12-year-old.
12-year-old Tillin.
12-year-old Dylan. Come here, I'll whisper it. I'll whisper it.
Why you whisper? Oh, okay.
Don't be in the Civil War play.
Don't do the Civil War play.
And that's
our
a wrap.
show.
Thanks,
Thanks for
everyone.
watching. Thank you guys for being on.
Thank you.
Good one.